connecting with the women around you. You've either arrived with friends or colleagues, or you're making a friend. You might be connecting with the people who you were here with last time. So you are in essence partaking in something that is good for your mental health.
I want to ask you to imagine a world where you thought about your mental health and well-being as a natural event, where you thought about that of your loved ones and your children and your friends. You thought about their mental health and well-being. And when somebody said mental health, you thought, oh, that really precious part of me, that part of me that I look after and I nurture and I think about. I have lots of fun as well. This is not dull and worthy all the time, but I do think about my mental health and well-being. Is that the sort of world you like? Because if so, that just might be the world that we're working for at the Mental Health Foundation. We have this wonderfully ambitious, totally unrealistic, fabulous vision of a society where all people flourish. Isn't flourish a wonderful word? Flourishing like the flowers on your table, flourishing like that fantastic floral arrangement over there. But when we say flourish, we don't mean some airy-fairy notion. It's not just a fanciful word. It means that we have a balance of emotions in our life. And now that we do know far more about how we can create positive emotions and what things we can do to nurture our mental health and well-being, then we want that notion of looking after ourselves to be rooted in some of that knowledge. And we want that from cradle to grave, so that our children and our grandparents are both thinking about nurturing. I'm pleased to say a little bit about the Mindful Aotearoa that Sarah mentioned. That's where we are working with young children, enabling them to learn how to pay attention, not just telling them to pay attention. So we're working with them to enable them to have those moments of real focus and to be able to take care of their emotions. But the other end of the spectrum, we've got a boomers initiative going on, looking after people of my age and even older. So mental health is a positive word, and that's what we're trying to do, is reclaim that word as something that we all want to think about. It doesn't mean we'll go through life all in a happy, clappy state of euphoria, but that we'll keep that balance. And if there are difficult times, then we'll know enough about how to take care of ourselves and each other through those difficult times. And if we experience mental distress or get diagnosed with a mental health problem, then there'll be somewhere to go and we'll know how to get there and we'll know what to do. And that's a really important part of our work too, that no one should ever have to deal with, manage a mental health problem feeling awkward, ashamed, embarrassed, or not knowing where to go. What we want is for people to be treated with dignity and respect when those moments, well actually throughout life, but particularly in those moments when we can feel vulnerable or we can feel a bit isolated, to know that no, you're not alone and there's somewhere where you can go. So we want to be, and we are, that go-to place for information support about mental health issues, all of them. And within that kaupapa of the vision where all people flourish.